car. I knocked several times. He never came to the door. Or, he never answered the door. He finally did reply to me. He said, "Yeah, I'm fine." And that's it. I mean, the road, never saw him other than his feet, like at the bottom. But it's kind of odd that this came out like.
The dog check was like he was having some type of suicidal ideations, or.
So from work, they just were concerned about him because he hadn't shown up in the last 2 days. And they said that was out of his character. He was like in and out of consciousness at work, it appeared to be. Okay. And then that's when he said he didn't feel well, so he left work, and we had him back. He didn't show up today. Yeah, we did. It was kind of odd. What kind of happened? Did she describe him at all? Besides, she said, white man, 5'10" and 6 foot. He was white male, Hispanic. I guess just with a doctor of the saying facial hair. I get my jacket down.
Okay, so this map details the officer's movements after the meeting and where they encountered the suspect. We'll then watch Officer G's video. Officer G, who did not fire his weapon, observes the suspect and alerts the other officers on scene. Officer G sees the suspect is armed and orders him to put the gun down. The suspect raises the firearm and Officer G moves to cover to improve his position. While this is occurring, Officer Crow and Taylor respond to the courtyard to address the suspect and help Officer G.
Facial hair, spiky hair. Okay. Hey man, put the gun down. Put the gun down.
We'll now go to Officer Crow's video. You'll see Officer Crow and Officer Taylor enter the courtyard, command the suspect to drop the gun, and fire their weapons when he fails to comply. They move towards the suspect's location, notify radio that the suspect is down, and to start EMS to the location. Officers on scene coordinate with one another and secure the suspect's handgun. Additionally, they quickly assess the situation and perform a welfare check on the apartment that was behind the suspect during the incident. Officers then turn the suspect over to assess his injuries so they can render aid. They discuss applying a chest seal and continue rendering aid.
The contact center. Yeah. So we got to rebrand this. What's gonna? Was that a person saying that? He's waiting this way. 6:59, shots fired. All units 26. We have one subject outside EMS.
But they hold him on minutes. Oh my God. You got hands full. Get back there, in there. Say it out.
You address that, please. We got this. It's a gun. She's got to be on. All right, so make your hands. Those on that trigger, don't you? That's here.
Hey, one for 6 out of 4 minutes. Hey, you said it wrong.
Swing. Let's swing, coach.
Bishop, please. Bishop, please. Hey, y'all okay inside? Are y'all in?
Right on. Let's see what we got here. There's nothing I can do for this. We want to put a chest seal on that. We can look. That's it. Real fast, real fast.
We'll now go to Officer Taylor's video, which shows him entering the courtyard with Officer Crow and ordering the suspect to drop the gun. Additionally, Officer Taylor's video shows the suspect not complying with orders and pointing a firearm in the officer's directions. Officer Taylor's video also shows the previously mentioned welfare check, where officers announce themselves and check inside the apartment to ensure that no one is hurt and in need of medical attention.
This is drop the gun. Hey, wait. Hey. Somebody hold on. I'm gonna check on that. Okay. Yeah, hands full, hold on. Hey, get back here, in there. Get inside. Stay in the house. Stay in the house. You address that, please. We got this. It's a gun. She's got it. All right, hey, somebody go hands. Hands on that tree, watch it. Scoot down. Good, good. Hey, go protect that apartment. Hey, you say cover on me. Richard, please. Richard, please. Hey, are y'all okay inside? Are you all okay? I just want to make sure you don't see anybody laying down there? No blood.
This is a picture of the suspect's firearm. This is a reminder about the investigative process. The Public Integrity Unit will take the lead of the investigation. We'll consult with the Commonwealth Attorney's Office for final disposition. Kentucky State Police will conduct an investigative review. The Office of Inspector General receives a copy of the investigation, and the Professional Standards Unit will conduct an administrative investigation for potential policy violations. Involved officers are placed on administrative leave pending the investigation. The return to duty process requires them to undergo a psychological assessment and receive any necessary training. Post-investigation, the Louisville Metro Police Department Performance Review Board will debrief, and they also assess performance and training needs. The findings of both criminal and administrative investigations will be made public. And I can now open it up for questions.
Did the suspect fire his gun?
The question was, did the suspect fire his gun? And we do not have any evidence to support that right now.
And every situation is different, but there are times where, you'll have a communication between the suspect and the officer, and there wasn't a whole lot of time. Could you kind of explain maybe why that was?
The question was why was there not a lot of time for communication in this incident? And the answer would be is that the suspect immediately pointed a firearm at the officers as they at first contact. So there would not be time to have said communications.
Just a clarification, Barnes lived at that apartment complex or within that the entire complex?
That is my understanding, yes, sir.
And whose apartment was that they were checking out?
The question was whose apartment was that they were checking on. I don't have that answer for you. They were just conducting a welfare check to make sure no one was injured inside.
Why was Firstborn called out there originally?
The question was why was Firstborn called out there originally? Which video would you refer to?
Well, why did Firstborn Police,
So
why were they out there?
I believe they got the same run that we got on the robbery, which would have been Officer Taylor's first video. However, when they were meeting in the parking lot, the Hurstburg Acres officer discussed check the welfare run that he made earlier in the afternoon. I'm sorry. Yeah, correct. That is their jurisdiction also.
There was never found to be any connection between the suspects and the woman from the beginning of the video who initiated the first call.
So the question is was there a connection between the suspect and the woman? Do you mean like as far as?
They know each other.
Oh, prior to? I don't have that information, man. I don't believe they're familiar with each other.
Was that one apartment unit behind the suspect the only apartment that was had performed on it a welfare check?
The question was the only welfare check that was conducted. I think in that immediate, I think as more officers arrived on scene, they checked and knocked on more apartments in the area just to be safe.
The officer who describes conducting a welfare check on Barnes, seeing only his feet, was that the Hurstborn officer, just to clarify?
Yes, sir.
And the end of that is kind of a hard watch. You kind of talk about abdominal breathing. Could you just kind of describe what that is?
So the question was, can I describe what abdominal breathing is? The noise you heard is when people are trying to survive, and that's kind of the noises that you hear. So they're trying to get oxygen.
Anything else?
I was going to ask, can you talk about what officers you may be thinking or what kind of information you get when you were told there was a welfare check previously and you're coming into a situation like this? If we can speak to that.
The question was, can I talk about the kind of the information that people try to obtain when they make a run like this, specifically the welfare check that the officer mentioned that was made previous in the day. So these officers did an outstanding job from the start of the run. As you can see, when they went into the initial area, they're getting information. They're trying to find out as much as they can about what they're going to face potentially later on. So they're making a robbery run. They found out about the potential welfare check that was made earlier. As soon as they go to look for this gentleman, he points a firearm in the direction. They respond quickly, decisively, and appropriately. And it's important to point out that they didn't get the opportunity to choose the time, distance, and manner that this took place. That was dictated by the suspect's actions.
How many rounds did each officer fire?
I don't have that information. Oh, the question was, how many rounds did each officer fire? I don't have that information for you.
How many times was Barnes hit?
I don't have that information either. He had injuries in his head and torso.
It is.
Head and torso.
Anything else? All right, that's it, you all. Thank you.